Welcome back, everyone, to another chilly episode of Kicking It with Gab N Chuch.
Wow, new ad lib. That's pretty crazy. Welcome back, guys. Another exciting episode.
Chilly
Surprisingly,
episode.
it's chilly. It's chilly for Chooch. He must be feeling himself a bit. But definitely, let's hop into it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about right now. We got the Premier League recap. We got Champions League coming up. And, of course, our Barclays Man of the podcast. Go ahead and take it away, Chooch.
We've got, it's kind of a repeating thing here with me. I like seeing attackers, wingers, strikers, so I'm going to keep it at it. This week, Luis Nani, Man United star, Portugal star, dude's an absolute baller. You may have seen him do a front flip, back flip after celebrating a couple of times. That's him. That's the guy. Unreal baller. Dribbling was insane. The flair he had, his solo ability was absolutely insane. Under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, he was essential to winning lots and lots of titles, lots of games, and adding to Sir Alex Ferguson's historic end.
Definitely massive. 147 appearances, 40 goals, 73 assists, and in 2010, 2011 had a goal or assist in 28 appearances. Definitely, that's a good one for sure. Definitely better than the Yannick Bolasie one. Definitely. Just so much better. Absolute rockets. Type in a highlight reel on YouTube. This guy was mental.
All the highlight reels start off with him celebrating, doing a front flip.
Yeah. Next, we could hop into our banger of the week. I am pretty sure I know who yours is, but mine is maybe an unknown sleeper, I guess. Go for it.
The reason why this episode is so chilly, Cole Palmer, free kick, absolutely insane. Finished off a nice hat trick.
Yeah. Pretty mental free kick for sure. The distance, the curve, just absolutely everything was insane. But I am going to go James Justin. Benjamin Pavard-esque. The only way this goal could have been better is if it was more in the top corner. But this one, off the cross, first time, sideways, off the post. I mean, everything about it screamed banger. Cole Palmer's was my banger of the week before this one happened. But definitely, I mean, wow. Just what a goal. James Justin got a double earlier. Quite a bit of few player of the weeks this week, too. Felt like a lot of guys deserved it. Liam Delap, freaking James Justin, Cole Palmer, freaking just unbelievable performances this week. But yeah. Let's hop into our Premier League segment for the recap. Go ahead and take it away, Cheech.
We had a stellar game started off. Woke up, missed the first half, I'm not going to lie. I woke up, saw the kickoff, fell back asleep. Woke up 10 minutes into the second half. And yeah, it was a pretty good game. Newcastle Man City ends 1-1. I know Gabe's not too happy with the result.
Definitely. Just a little, I've watched about every game that I could watch, and it's almost all of them for years now. And this was one of the most rattled I've definitely seen us in a little bit. Not necessarily rattled, maybe that's not the best choice, but I just felt like there was a little lack of confidence to play through the middle. We haven't played through the middle in the last few weeks with our opponents being very, very tough defenders like Inter, Arsenal, now Newcastle. But just felt like we were missing it, like a De Bruyne, a Foden in the middle. you know, Rico Lewis, Mateo Kovacic didn't play so well. That's kind of the two man they went for this time. Pep went for, but just it felt like it would have been a perfect game for Foden a lot sooner. He didn't come in till really late. Made quite a bit of a performance there. Created a couple of chances, and just nothing could have gone any better for them. Yeah, just disappointing to say the least, but we'll see. I mean, we got Champions League coming up against what should be an easy one. Holland's coming off a couple missed trainings. We'll see what happens with him, but either way, I mean, it's a little bit scary for sure. I mean, we said, could we survive it? And I don't know, so far it's looking a little shaky. But I mean, we've done it 4 times in a row. Why can't we do it again?
Um, Newcastle equalized with the pen by Gordon.
It wasn't even a
No,
pen. Yeah, that reminded me of it. That's what you call a flop. That's a freaking dive. A dive and a half, didn't even get touched. VAR should be disgraced that they reviewed that and gave it.
Here we go. Controversy is back.
Disgusting. Disgusting work.
All right. Before he gets more riled, we're going to move on to the next game. We had, pretty cracker of a game. Leicester Arsenal. Arsenal took a 2-0 lead, and then James Justin with the equalizing goal, and then it took stoppage time for Arsenal to get the winning goals.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is one that I think I picked Leicester to end up winning, and it was looking really, really good. Of course, plus until Arsenal scores, so 2 stoppage time goals, just unnecessary for me. Could have ended the game right then and there.
Definitely. Once again, we're seeing Arsenal dangerous on these set pieces. The way they disrupt the box, make it absolutely disgusting in there, leads to the third goal. I think they ended up giving it as an own goal. But yeah, the way they're lined up for set pieces is disgusting. I know you complained about it against Man City, how it should have been a foul.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's what they do.
Yeah, just yeah. I mean, Liam Delap, absolute performance of his life. Or not, I'm sorry, not Liam Delap. Justin James, performance of his life. Absolutely banger goal. I mean, the guy made a name for himself. You probably may have never heard of him. Jamie Vardy wasn't the biggest impact on this game, but still, he's always a threat, especially, the experience that he's got. But Justin James, unreal.
Yeah, both goals, crack a game, especially against a team that's contending for the title.
Yeah, definitely.
Move on to the next game. We had Brentford, West Ham, and buddy, that's 3 weeks in a row. Brentford, first minute goal, buddy. It's insane.
Yeah, Brian Mbuemo right off the bat. Some reason is just the most dangerous man within the first minute and gets another one. Absolutely unreal, honestly. I just don't know what it is. I mean, we've seen it against the best clubs. I mean, he did it against Man City. He did it now. I don't know. I mean, they probably would be winning some more games if Wissa was back, but nothing yet. And West Ham still very, very disappointing so far. I never thought David Moyes was the problem. Not really sure what the problem is, honestly, either. Just because maybe it's just players playing out of position or the type of system. Just not coming together. I mean, we saw Kudus absolutely tear it up last season. This season, I mean, not doing much. We've seen Paqueta be absolutely unreal some weeks. Hasn't done nothing. Jared Bowen's the only one that really has contributed something, and I mean it hasn't been much either. You're just missing a lot from West Ham right now.
Yeah.
Full Creek's still out.
Michael Antonio,
Yeah.
been disappointing to say the least. Yeah, a lot of questions around West Ham right now. A lot of questions.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe could be some departures here, maybe in the window, in the upcoming window, or maybe at the end of the season, a coach change potentially. Just depends where they sit. But right now, sitting awfully low in the table, not where they want to be, not where anyone expected them to be either.
Let's transition over to Chelsea Brighton. I was close with my prediction. I said 3-1 and 4-2. All goals coming in the first half. Cole Palmer, first player to ever score 4 goals in the first half of the game. Buddy,
Pretty dang nuts.
glazing right now.
That's freaking. That's Holland-esque. I think we saw Holland do it last season in a Champions League game in the second half. We had 4. But yeah, I mean, pretty crazy. He had 4 goals off 0 completed dribbles.
Crazy.
If you know NBA, Klay Thompson once dropped like 37 points without taking a single dribble or 4 dribbles, something like that. But yeah, definitely an unreal game from Cole Palmer. Just had a couple nice tap-ins and
crazy.
Well, I mean, he did have a tap-in at least, and then the couple of bangers. So definitely good goals for him. Chelsea right now looking as dangerous as they've looked, I think, in the more recent years. I mean, yeah. Honestly, you look back and I mean, think about Chelsea's Champions League run. What did they do in the league? I mean, it's kind of one of those things where like that was a special run, but it kind of is scary because like you see teams like how Chelsea's built right now, and you're like, dang, this team could, with the experience, if they keep sticking together, they keep playing together, they could win the league. They could. I mean, they could win. They could win something legitimate. Cole Palmer. But unreal. It's all right. We're gonna do some up, and then next week they're gonna lose the freaking Forest or something.
Stop.
Yeah,
Nah.
we'll see. So far they haven't jinxed us.
At the moment, the only thing that's gonna stop us from winning is us. You look at the goals that we conceded. Robert Sanchez comes off the line. Rudder heads it, went to a right empty net. Second goal, Robert Sanchez mistake.
Yeah.
Gives it away. Just gotta clean it up back in the back, and slowly but surely, we'll start challenging, making it difficult for all these teams playing us.
Could potentially. I would probably think that the only thing that Chelsea would need at this point maybe could be a different keeper, one that plays really well from the back, because we know Enzo Maresca, prefers it. Obviously, he's from the Pep system. But I mean, honestly, if you think about what kind of keeper they could get that's really good at the back, but just maybe doesn't allow, or isn't keen in a system where they could showcase that. I mean, you got to think Andre Onana is just being absolutely held back by Manchester United. I mean, they put all the blame on him. You think about it. And the guy, when he was at Inter, I mean, everybody would just rave and rave and rave about how good he was with his feet. But I mean, Ten Hag has him punting the ball, freaking halfway down the field every chance he gets. But yeah, definitely. We'll see.
Yeah, good game, man. Gonna lead us into our next game. Everton Palace. Everton, first win of the season. Who would have thought? Not me.
Yeah. Massive win for them for sure.
Yeah.
They couldn't blow the lead because they never had it, or they almost never had it. But still, yeah, I mean, Crystal Palace now down in the dumps, in that bottom three. Not much further down they could go. Southampton and Wolves, the only ones below them. So definitely gonna be difficult for them to crawl out of that hole. But I mean, you think at the end of the season last season, we were like, who the heck is this Palace team?
Yeah.
And now, I mean, it's just it's not necessarily maybe dysfunction. It could just be lack of quality because when we saw with Elise and Eze, I mean, this team was absolutely murdering teams. So, not really sure what it is, but they just need to get their foot going. Liverpool up next for them, gonna be tough, very very tough.
Yeah. Good to see Braithwaite finally returned for Everton. Got the start. Played decent. Dwight McNeil with a double.
Oh yes,
He looks like he's going to be their savior if they're going to make anything out of it. He's been super involved in almost all the games that they've played. They made the most impact. The other guy, Iliman in India, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's looked decent as of late. Um, yeah, so
yeah,
I guess
definitely.
this need.
They still have yet to add Broja into their team for certain. Can't imagine that he wouldn't get some starts or some appearances. Definitely, Calvert Luton has been very quiet, I'd say, as opposed to, I guess, what we're used to. But definitely, I think the Braithwaite appearance, the start, changes things for sure for them defensively. I mean, we could see they only conceded one goal in reference to, I think they've conceded maybe 6 in the last 2 weeks prior to this. So, and we know Sean Dyche's known for his defense, his system. So, I mean, this definitely is something huge for them. Braithwaite, up and comer. I mean, guy's an absolute baller. Old legend like James Tarkowski, old legend like Ashley Young. I mean, this could be a really solid defense when fully fit.
Yeah. He has the tools to learn from players who've been there, done that. He's still young. Was linked to Man United, didn't move. Now he's Everton. We'll see how he develops.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll move on to the next game. Forest Fulham. It was a decent match. Expect a little bit more. Fulham take the goal with the Raul Jimenez penalty, which gets him his 50th goal in the Prem era. Once again, Anthony Robinson has been looking insane once again. And this whole Fulham team as well has just been meshing really, really well. Smith Rowe, Traore, Iwobi, all of them just been linking up well. And then, like you mentioned last time, Jimenez is leading the line now. Despite Muniz killing it at the end of it, but it's working out for them. And if it's not broken, why bother changing it? And yeah, you pretty much called it from last time. You said that Hudson-Odoi and Elanga probably won't start, and they didn't start, and didn't make much of an impact once they came on. To be fair,
Yeah, definitely. I think, I mean, this Fulham squad is they've been really good. Anthony Robinson has been massive for them, but really, I do think, like you just said, the chemistry. I mean, it's just clicking. You got guys that have played with each other before. You got guys that know what to expect from each other, especially in the final third area where it's most crucial. I mean, we see all day, lower teams, lower table clubs like maybe like the Southamptons, the Lutons of recent time. They get into that final third and they could never just link up when when they need to. But I mean, you got guys that know each other on each side. You got Iwobi and Smith Rowe a lot of the times running it up from the left, and then you got Jimenez and Traore running it up from the right. They know what to expect from each other. Even Reese Nelson, I mean, he
Yeah.
knows what's going on. He's got I think a goal last game. But yeah, I mean, just a lot of well connections. Their midfield, is pretty solid as well. Alex Iwobi can shift in there, at times, play center mid. And then their defense, Calvin Bassey, really been good for them. For me, that's and Anthony Robinson has been killing it off the edge. But definitely, I mean, I'm definitely worried about this Fulham squad. We play them next. Red hot right now, I'd say. But definitely, I feel like Forest more so gave the game away than they should have. Gibbs White, getting the suspension just kind of threw a nail in it. I think definitely he's to hold accountable for it. He should have definitely, had a team talk with the team after that match because I don't know, you just can't without one of your crucial players, and to say Alonga and Hudson Odoi are crucial players. Still, it's like Gibbs White is the sure thing. Always, he's always going to start. He's always going to play in that midfield, and you're missing that the entire time. Everyone on your team always expects him to be there, and he's not there. It's just not the way they're used to playing.
Yeah. But yeah, nice one from Fulham, leading us into our final Saturday game. We had Wolves Liverpool 2-1 win for Liverpool. Goals from Konate and Salah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Thought it was expected. Liverpool
definitely.
looked good. They didn't go with Nunez up top. They went with Jota again.
Yeah, definitely. Wolves are just they're so unlucky, or I don't know what it is, but I mean this game was really tough. I watched a lot of this game. Um, Wolves could have very well have drawn or maybe even won it, but it just comes down to being there the entirety of the game. And I mean, I said it. I said they need to stay for 45 more minutes, and they maybe stood for maybe 30 more minutes this time, and they just didn't come away. It's not like they got dominated. They really didn't get dominated on possession. 44%, 55%. I mean, they had 3 shots on target, 8 shots total. That's pretty good against the Liverpool side. They didn't have as many corners, only 2, but still. Still, man, Strand Larson needs to get going with the goals. He plays extremely well. It just never comes up with the goals. Or Hwang Hee-chan, I mean, even came in late as a sub, but hasn't really done much either. Cunha maybe needs to play up top. I mean, he's playing Cam right now or like second striker. But definitely just someone's got to get goals for this team because it's coming from defenders right now, and that's not the best course of action for sure.
But yeah, that wraps up our Saturday games. Take it over to Sunday. We have 2 games. First one up, Ipswich and Aston Villa. Delap.
Liam
Dude.
Delap, absolutely
Liam
unreal.
Delap. I agree. Also, another star boy, Morgan Rogers, gets a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Balling out as well. These city boys, they're turning up.
Yeah, for reals. No, definitely. I mean, Ollie Watkins had a goal and an assist. Good plays to him. The only thing this match really missed was John Duran's late game winner.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Liam Delap, yeah, absolutely unreal. He's been playing really, really well. We've been praising him. And here he comes with the double to save his club. Early one that I feel like really was a massive goal coming from Calvin Phillips on the build-up. really good to see him contribute to that. And then Amari Hutchinson with the assist on the second one. I mean, definitely some well-known players. But yeah, I mean, just the guy's unreal. The guy's unreal. He didn't finish the game, but still, and I was also expecting, like I said, just to see that John Duran late game goal. He was staying up front. Didn't want to get the ball a little deep and try another banger, but we'll take it. But yeah, Liam Delap praises again. Aston Villa will be disappointed to come away with the draw. Yoey Tillemans absolutely killed it again for me. Yeah, guys, just unreal.
Yeah. Yeah. Villa definitely would be disappointed dropping points here, especially with the quality of play that they have and the way they've been playing. You would expect. We didn't see that John Durant goal, unfortunately, that we've been saying it's gonna happen. It's guaranteed every time it comes on.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see here.
Well,
Let's
that'll
how
lead
about
into the final game of Sunday. On paper was supposed to be game of the week. It was a good game. Definitely didn't disappoint. We had Tottenham 3, Man United 0. Some controversy, but I think it was a red card.
Yeah, I think so as well. It was definitely questionable in real time. Looked a lot worse for sure. But either way, I mean, the replay, I feel like Bruno knew what he was doing either way, regardless of if any studs hit him at all. Um, but yeah, I mean, this one for me still was a really good game. I feel like personally, just because of the hate watch, I mean, just loved it, loved every second of it. But yeah, I
Mickey
mean, Man
Van der
United,
Veen.
yeah, Man United, looked lifeless about no spark, no nothing. Um, but yeah, just Spurs without Son. Brennan Johnson been silencing the haters still once again. Kulishevsky played really, really well. Um, and Mickey Van de Ven, I mean, just unreal player himself.
Yeah.
Definitely. Pedro Porro for me has been excellent. James Madison has been excellent. And I mean, we've been saying for the past couple of weeks, Spurs, as long as they can score goals, they can win games and they can be up there because that's all they're missing. And so far, I mean, Timo Werner, even this game could have been 6-0, but Timo Werner just absolutely,
Yeah, buried from
wet
the
the bed a
Chelsea.
couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see. So you know what? For Man United, I think Ten Hag's time is up. He said he wasn't worried about getting sacked because they made the decision before the season that they were going to go for the rest of the season, allegedly. But I mean, just so much more embarrassing every week. Bruno's going to be gone for some crucial games for them. I mean,
Yeah.
Ugarte didn't play well. I mean, you really had nothing. Ten Hag before the game said I expect 100%, nothing less. And almost looked like you got none of that from a single player. Zersky almost had a goal it was really but great save for sure by Vicario. Mason Mount came on, didn't really do much.
And came off
Casemiro
injured.
played all right. But yeah, just Mason Mount coming off injured, 40 minutes, not even.
Same with Manu. Manu also came off injured.
Yeah. Rasmus Hoyland got some time. I think he needs to be playing a lot more now, especially since he's been back the past couple of weeks playing limited minutes. He needs to be playing some more because they need someone up top. And like we've said, just with Tottenham, this team just needs to score goals. I mean, they have the lineup on the defense, they have the lineup on the midfield, and they have the lineup in this attack. They just need to score the goals. That's it.
Yeah, and then they stepped up well with missing, Heung-min Son, their captain.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think, like I said, Timo Werner wet the bed a couple times, but still looked a little bit dangerous at times. Let's have a look.
At our Monday game, Monday night special, Monday night football. We had Bournemouth, Southampton, 3-1 for Bournemouth. Evan Nilsson gets his first goal finally.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I feel like a tale of two halves on this one. Ipswich come out with the weirdest thing. I'm sorry, not Ipswich. Southampton came out with the weirdest thing. I probably could have imagined. They didn't come out with a striker. They came out with a kid that's barely getting into a first squad team. 18 years old, not even a striker. He's a midfielder, playing striker, and they had no attack. They had no anything really. They were trying to control like a false nine type deal in the midfield where they could control and play with some wingers type ish. Didn't work at all. Absolutely dominated. Didn't even. I mean, Bournemouth didn't even have to play well. play well. They just
Yeah.
had to let it come to them. I mean, we saw freaking Semenyo's goal was almost really just disgusting defense. I mean, I've been saying poor Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Guy's just playing,
21
two
against
team,
1.
21 against one. The guy can't catch a break. I probably think maybe of those goals, there was maybe one maybe he could have saved, and it was the Semenyo one. But at the same time, I mean, they've got your center back who's committing where two other players are standing for a fake shot that turns right around him, and it's just tough, really tough for him. Ugo Chuka got subbed off at half. They brought on some strikers, Burns and Diaz, who they put at winger. They brought on Cameron Archer at one point as well. But they literally had 5 strikers on the bench and didn't start one of them. It was just weird. It was just odd. And when they made those subs in the second half, I mean, changed everything. They got the goal from a defender, weirdly enough. But either way, I mean, it's just was so confusing to me. You're playing on Monday Night Football. More than not, the world is watching on Monday Night Football, but it's just odd to me. It was odd. They're going to go down if they keep with those tactics. But for me, Bournemouth, Marcus Tavernier, it's been unreal all season.
Yeah.
Guy's just their player for sure that, for me is just keeping them alive. Semenyo obviously has unreal talent as well. And Evan Nielsen, if he could get going finally after a really good goal and a good pass from Marcus Tavernier, we'll see what happens. But really like the way Bournemouth have done. Didn't necessarily need to play really, really well this time, though.
Yeah, Lewis Cook definitely cooked. I will admit that. But yeah, I was looking at the stat. Poor Tyler Dibling lost 11 duels that game.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that was probably one of the worst first halves I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was bad. Could have ended a lot worse that first half.
Yeah, definitely. There was quite a few chances they could have had more. Aaron Ramsdale saved quite a few in the second half, though, to keep him in it for sure. Got a little momentum there. But yeah, I mean, something about Aaron Ramsdale deserved better. Definitely, he deserved better. I assume this team's gonna go down, so we'll see what happens. But we'll see also what happens with Aaron Ramsdale. He should be able to bounce to another club that will stay in.
We'll see. But yeah, that wraps up our Premier League weekend.
Yeah, we had. I don't think there was anything else too different. The only other thing that not massively, but I mean 4 goals changed. Cole Palmer jumped up in a second with 6 goals, still 4 behind Holland, but still massive jump. Um, yeah, that's it so far. But
Liverpool top.
Liverpool up top as well. 1 point difference. Early in the season, we'll see what happens.
Still, it's
But
too early to tell.
yeah, definitely too early to tell. Let's switch gears to our Champions League.
Champion.
Dun, 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 dun. Definitely.
Yeah. Right. Speed run. First up, Salzburg Brest. I will not be watching.
Yeah, definitely
Respectfully.
not.
Actually, I might. It's an early morning game. I'll put on the Golaza show. Watch both the games. Salzburg Brest and then Stuttgart Sparta Prague.
Yeah, probably would do the Stuttgart game. I'm gonna go Salzburg the first one, and then Sparta Prague. The last time they stunned us, I think, with a draw, I believe. Let's see. Oh no, they beat Salzburg.
Yeah,
So
Salzburg.
I'm gonna go Sparta the Prague or Sparta Prague over Stuttgart. See what happens. Salzburg got whooped, but I'm gonna go with them also. Um, those are the two morning games. Let's
Yeah,
see the noon games. Quite a bit of good ones
we got some
actually.
good ones. We've got Arsenal PSG. Um,
Massive.
Dembele has been
He's out.
removed from the first team. They told him if a player is not willing to be a team player and obey rules, Luis Enrique said he will be out for the game. He said that the club has given me the permission to make decisions, and this is my decision. But I think they still should be fine, especially with Barcola playing absolutely insane. He's been killing it. Zaire Emery, another big name. Well, let's see who else starts on the wing for them. Maybe the King and Lee might play.
Yeah, definitely. On that one, I think I'm gonna go Arsenal still. I think they'll still get it done. Um, it's just we'll see. I mean, PSG, you never know really. When they
Yeah,
had Mbappe, you still never knew. I mean, you knew they'd play well, and which they kind of were going to get whooped by Barca last season, if not for the red card. But yeah, I mean, you just never really know what to expect from PSG, and I know what to expect from Arsenal, so that's why I'm going to go Arsenal, probably with like a 2-0 win on that one.
yeah. It should be a close game. Definitely will be the one that we'll be tuning into.
Yeah, definitely. Um,
Next up, we got Barcelona Young Boys. Barca just lost their first La Liga game against Osasuna. Looks like Chesney has been signed. They're calling for Pena to be removed as soon as possible. Looks like they do not have any faith in him.
yeah,
But Hansi Flick said that there has been no decision made on who will be the keeper. But it's kind of looking like we know what the decision is going to be.
yeah, definitely. I mean, they brought the guy out of retirement.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that the guy's just gonna go out of retirement and sit on the bench. It just doesn't make sense. um, yeah, I'm gonna say Barca, even though they lost, they didn't really play a ton of guys. Lamine Yamal came on as a sub, got one of the goals, but I think Barca are too much, and they're even though they lost, they're still quite a bit slept on this season. One of my dark horses. I
Yeah,
think
still
they'll get the
scoring.
job done as long as they could stay somewhat decently healthy. I mean, every year they
Uh,
go about to go on a good run, come back unhealthy or just something.
yeah, they say De Jong, or not De Jong, yeah, Frankie De Jong is back. Uh, Probably won't start. Maybe we'll get subbed on late in the game to get a feel.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go Barca 3-0.
Yeah, hoping. Yeah, would be good to see Jamal score again. Next game, we got a good one as well. Leverkusen Milan. Pulisic has been killing it.
Yeah. one of the other games of the weeks for sure. I'd say I might like that one a little more than Arsenal PSG, just because I mean a lot of slept on players, a lot of less popular players, I guess you could say, but still unreal players. I'm gonna go Leverkusen though for sure. I'm gonna go maybe like a 2-1, 3-2, 1 goal difference. Expect Pulisic to score if he plays. He's been on fire right now, like you said. But yeah, definitely, I think Leverkusen still are the better side.
Yeah, definitely was good to see. Wirtz out there. See if he's still gonna keep it rolling like he did last year. He was playing insane.
Yeah, definitely.
Next up, we got Dortmund Celtic. Should be fairly good game, fairly easy game for Dortmund. They're at home.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've been a little bit lackluster as compared to last season, but obviously they made the finals, so you know, big expectation jump. They lost a lot of players, but either way, I'm gonna go with Dortmund for sure. But Celtic are always good to go up against. You
Always
know,
sneaky.
yeah, could be very dangerous anytime. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm going Dortmund.
Agreed. Got Inter versus Red Star. Um, should be an easy game for Inter. They're at home. Lautaro has been scoring week in, week out.
Yeah, definitely. Red Star Brigade. I mean, absolutely unreal. They're not at home this time, but still, their fans travel. They have one of the best fan bases in the world, I'd say. So still going to be a good one for sure. Inter are a lot better, but I don't expect them to get absolutely battered. I expect them to play somewhat decent and see what they could do.
Agreed. Next one I think this one has some good potential to be a sleeper game. PSV Sporting.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good one. It's like two of not necessarily biggest slept on clubs, but they're retrospectively, could be slept on leagues per se. But definitely, yeah, I think on this one I'll probably go Sporting. I think they're just really good this season. PSV have caught a loss in the last 5. But either way, I mean, this one could be a banger of the week for sure once it's said and done.
Yeah, I agree. Keep a lookout for Johan Bakayoko, PSV. This kid is a baller. I've been saying this kid's a
Yeah,
baller. Watch out for him.
yeah, you talk about him all the time. He's gonna go off one of these times.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that should be a good game. Think PSV would come through. And wrapping up our Champions League Tuesday, Man City versus Slovan Bratislava. Quick prayer for them because they might get whooped, buddy. They got whooped by Celtic 5-1. Imagine what Man City's gonna do to them.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty scary for sure. I mean, Holland. Holland licks his chops when he sees these little clubs. He's like, I'm gonna get
Crazy,
4. I'm gonna get 4.
crazy.
No, but he's gonna
Bet
go
the over
crazy.
on
Hopefully,
shots.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, apparently Pep said we're gonna put the best team out, which I'm sure is just gonna be for chemistry. At this point, I'd really probably expect to see. John Stone said that he was 100% be willing to play up in the midfield to try to, fill the hole for Rodri. They tried it out with Rico Lewis during the week. Wasn't the best for sure. And Kovacic with the really hot start, kind of just calmed down a bit. But yeah, I mean, Phil Foden, we're still waiting to see him get the start. We've seen
Maybe.
him do good things off of the substitutions, but just needs to get the start. I mean, the injury, not necessarily injury, the long summer and the sickness apparently set him back really bad. Apparently, the sickness was some type of COVID that just absolutely wrecked him for a while. don't really know. I mean, yeah, don't really know exactly, but it's also hope Holland just goes off. I mean, people are going crazy on his Instagram comments for his dead friend. They're absolutely saying just stay humble. Just disgusting fans, dude. Just disgusting fans. Hate to see it. Just want to see Holland obliterate someone right now. That's all I want to see.
Right.
Yeah, I hope this game's like 6-0.
Jesus.
That's what I'm expecting.
But yeah, that's for Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday game. We kick it off with Girona Feyenoord morning game. Um, I think Girona will pull it off. They only lost to PSG by a late goal. They they did lose. They're arguably their best player to City.
Definitely. I'm gonna go. I don't know. Both teams have been in really bad form. I think Feyenoord had probably fell off more, I'd say, than what you would expect. So I'm gonna go Girona on this one. But I mean, we've yet to see Santi Jimenez's real impact once again this season, as opposed to last season. He was, the talk. It could have gone for a transfer to the Premier League, or to a couple other leagues too, but nothing so far. And the quiet is really starting to die down.
Yeah, and he picked up a knock, so it'll be even quieter for who knows how long.
Yeah, definitely. Only 23 years old, mate. He's gotta. Now's the time for a big move.
Yeah. Next game, the other morning game, Shakhtar Atalanta. That should be a good game for Atalanta. Um, this is one of those games that's not being played at home for Shakhtar in a mutual location in Germany.
That's interesting. I'm gonna go Atalanta here. I
Mm-hmm.
just think coming off the Europa League win, they've lost a few players, but still, to me, they seem the superior club. Not necessarily saying that they're quite, going to demolish them, but I do think that they should get the win.
Definitely. Next game should be the game of that day. We got Villa Bayern at Villa Park. Let's see.
100%.
Harry Kane loves scoring against English teams. And I think that's what he's gonna do. Hope to see Olise play as well. It'd be great to see him score. Yeah, I think Bayern gonna take care of business. Thinking like a 3-0.
Dang, 3-0. No, yeah, I mean, I did hear Harry Kane, missed training, but, not exactly sure if it's something serious or not. But definitely, I mean, I kind of expect Bayern to demolish them, even though Villa are really, really good. Just feels like Bayern have been unreal. So I'm not really sure to expect. I want to say that Bayern are going to demolish them, but then I want to feel like Villa are better than that. So I don't really know. I'm going to go Bayern either way, but maybe not in such crazy fashion.
Yeah, that should be a good game. Moving on to the next game, Benfica Atletico. Atletico coming off a um, late goal from Korea against Real Madrid. Got the
Yeah,
1-1
definitely.
draw.
Yeah,
Should be a good game.
yeah, definitely. I think Atletico. I'm gonna go Atletico for sure. Just the talent is unreal. Like they've got everyone. I mean, there's no one they don't have. The squad is immaculate, unreal. Um, yeah, it's just should take it for sure. But still should be a good game. Hope to see Julian Alvarez get off the mark. Um, yeah, well, I'd love to come away with a group game of Atletico versus Manchester United or Manchester City.
You would love that. Just to show him, look what he's missing
No,
out
not
on.
not to show him, just cause.
Just to show. That's alright,
No,
buddy. It's alright.
no,
Moving
no.
on, we got Dynamo Zagreb, Monaco. Monaco, they beat Barca. Let's see if they can keep it up. Dynamo got battered last time out against Bayern. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking Monaco win, maybe like a 2-1.
Hmm. I'm not necessarily too sure, but yeah, maybe Monaco
Gosh.
win. Like to see Dynamo bounce back. They always have one or two games in the Champions League where they just stun
Yeah,
us. So maybe this would be one of the teams that do it.
they're at home.
But yeah, but they've done it against other clubs too. That's for sure. But I know Dynamo's fans are insane as well. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. Next game we got Lille against Madrid. Apparently Mbappe is suddenly healed. He'll be back playing against the French team, and he loves French teams.
Yeah, he does.
And it's in France, buddy.
Yeah, he's gonna enjoy himself for sure. That's his
His
native land.
playground. His playground.
Yeah, his playground for sure. So we'll see what happens with there, but I do expect Madrid to bash them and just absolutely take that one over.
Yeah, agreed. Next up, we got Liverpool, Bologna. Um,
Baloney.
at Liverpool, um,
Yeah.
I think Liverpool do good. They're gonna. I wouldn't say bash, but I feel like they're gonna win comfortably.
Yeah, I'd say so. I probably see this would be probably a good start for Cody Gakpo, who's been playing well. Probably see Endo too. Maybe Endo's been craving a little bit of time. Gravenberch has been spectacular, but young guys could still use a rest. Chiesa probably could see some playing time as well. I actually don't even know if he's in the Champions League squad yet for them, uh, but we'll see. And Darwin Nunes hopefully should get a start. We'll see what happens. There's talks too that he could have missed, some parts of training, so we'll see what happens with him.
Yeah, definitely. Next game, Leipzig, Juventus could be a good game. Definitely. It's at Leipzig.
Yeah, I definitely like this one. This one could be a match of the day as well. Juventus really, really quiet since their point deduction and just everything fell off for them really. But they've got some solid players. They've been playing well. Weston McKennie hasn't been bad. Douglas Luiz, the big name. Fagioli's been good. Tim Wee has been really good lately as for them last month or two. So we'll see what happens there. But I really like this one, and I think Juventus could take it, even though Leipzig are probably the favorite side.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I think I'm gonna go with Juventus when that one Yildiz, the youngster that scored last time around, could get another start. We'll see how he plays out.
Yeah, definitely.
And to wrap up Wednesday, we have Sturm Graz versus Club Brugge. Not too familiar with Sturm Graz, but do know a little bit about Club Brugge.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go Club Brugge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
definitely don't know too much about Sturm Graz, but we'll see. But they did, only I think concede one, so that's not bad. Yeah, Club Brugge actually have a really poor last five, but still, I'm gonna stick with them.
Yeah, and that's Champions League. Just gonna go over quick Europa League / Conference League. Tottenham play Ferencváros from Hungary. 9 a.m. kickoff. Let's see who else we got. Man United Porto could be a good game in Porto. Maybe we'll see Hoyland get a start.
Yeah.
And we got Chelsea versus Ghent. I believe it's at Stamford Bridge. Again, I think, they're a popular team in Belgium, but I think we'll take care of business. See some changes. Maybe we'll see João Felix
No
get a
Cole
start.
Palmer, that's for sure.
Nah, no Cole Palmer, but trust the process, buddy.
We'll see. I mean,
Trust.
that's how you build it, though. Really, that is how you build it. It's good for them that they're getting European time. It definitely helps you build the depth of the squad for sure.
Yeah, we'll
And
see if Mudryk gets a start. Maybe Pedro Neto gets a start. I think they've said Jorgensen will play these Conference League games for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much all we've got for these Europe games.
definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely excited though. Champions League, always good. Still a little weird with the format, not
Yeah,
seeing the home and away fixture. But I mean, we'll get used to it, I guess. Good to see. I don't think we have any really crazy good matchups. I think the only really, really good teams we play were Inter and PSG. So for us, not necessarily some insane games to watch, but still definitely hope that we get through to the next stage. Just because I'm really not sure how it's going to affect this group stage part with the goal differentials and whatnot. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to affect the top clubs, but I'm assuming that it could lead to one or two crazy results.
yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take it a week after week, to see how it all meshes in.
Yeah, definitely. Any final thoughts?
Oh, Chelsea.
Chelsea looking dangerous as ever. We'll see what happens with Man City. I'm ready. I'm excited. Hopefully, we can figure it out because last week or this past weekend was so we'll see what happens. But we're looking for fifth, and hopefully we get there. I don't know. We'll see.
Knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door. All right.
I'm outside.
Well, everybody, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment,
Sounds
subscribe,
sad.
and share. And you are kicking it with Gab
N Chuch.